So as we see the kind of gradual rolling back of restrictions and the stamping out of a lot of these infections across different parts of the country, it seems like there's no fundamental shift from the policy that they're approaching.
Yeah, I think that's a common misconception, particularly in the markets, which rallied in particular the day that they eased that quarantine policy, reducing it by half. We're not seeing a traditional pandemic exodus by China. They aren't exiting the pandemic the way other countries have. They're sticking, as Xi Jinping said yesterday, reinforcing in that very symbolic address in Wuhan, the place where the virus first emerged. They are looking to keep that COVID zero target, to stamp out the virus where they can, but are tweaking it around the edges so that the economic hit isn't as significant and the hit on the population isn't as well. And that's why you're seeing some of this adaptation around the edges. But still at its core, they are targeting eliminating the virus, which is very different to other parts of the world.
Emma, and of course, we have had now for months the Bloomberg Resilience COVID ranking. This is a final installment. What were the biggest takeaways for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a long journey. We've been doing the COVID resilience ranking of the best and worst places to be in the pandemic since November 2020, and a lot has changed since then. We obviously had that first very uncertain year of the pandemic, hallmarked by lockdowns, then the onset of vaccines, which were really a game changer. And now we're moving into this more permanent stage where most of the world, with the exception of China and Hong Kong, are learning to live alongside the virus. One of the biggest lessons that we've learnt from the resilience ranking so consistently over those 2 or so years has been that societal cohesion and bringing the population along with your public health policy and what you're trying to do is really, really key. And you have seen that in those consistent top performers in June's #1, South Korea, Norway, always a strong performer as well, the United Arab Emirates. And you have seen those places that really performed well during the first year of the pandemic in keeping COVID out, China among them, have fallen down as the rest of the world has opened up because they remain isolated.